Hello, vintage outboard and motor fans. This is T-Mike here in South Louisiana, making another video today. Today's video is going to be on how to do a fuel pump conversion on a 1972 9.5 horsepower Johnson. All right, this is restore number 96, and I took her out for a lake test yesterday. And she started up just fine, ran good for a minute or two, and then died. Squeezed the bulb and got it started again, and she did the same thing. So as long as I kept the bulb squeezed and kept pumping fuel to her, she'd run great. So that's a dead sign for a bad fuel pump. Dead giveaway. So I'm gonna replace the fuel pump, but instead of fixing this one, ordering the parts for it, because it's got a million springs and diaphragms and hard to do replace. I'm going to replace it with a regular $10 fuel pump from AutoZone or on eBay. Make it easier to work on in the future. So I'm going to walk you through doing that. If everybody's ready, here we go. Alright, so I got all my parts and tools that I'm going to need to do this project on, and I'll walk you through each one of them right now. First one is the fuel pump that I'm going to use. This is a standard fuel pump. It's a Kohler, part number 24-393-04-S, and I found them on eBay for 10 bucks. Alright, next thing you're going to need is a hose barb. Alright, and this is an Element 831-240 1/8 by 1/4 inch hose barb, and you can find them on eBay for 8 bucks a piece. All right, then you're going to need a drill bit. All right, this is a 7/16 drill bit, and you're going to need the tap to tap it with. And this is an 8x27 NPT tap. Then you're going to need a tap handle to put the tap onto to thread it. And then you're going to need a wrench to tighten up the hose fitting. And this is a 7/16 wrench. And you're going to need a little old regular lithium grease to grease up your bit that you're drilling with. That keeps the shavings on the bit not going into the power head, so you can wipe it off. So if everybody's ready, we'll get started. First thing I'm going to do is remove this old fuel filter. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, I got the bad fuel pump removed. I got my drill bit on my drill. I put my little grease on the end of it, and I'm going to drill this pilot hole to get my little bit at a time. See how the shavings stay on the grease. So I'm gonna go ahead and work that in there about a 1/4 inch. Okay, I got my drilling done. As you can see, I got it bored out. I'll take my tap with a little bit of grease on it, and I'll get it started. Alright, once I got it started, you will need another wrench. I got a 8mm wrench here that I'm going to use to tap that in. So instead of using that tap wrench, I would recommend you use this 8mm wrench. Till you get the tap all the way down to about the 1/4 to 1/2 inch mark. Alright, now they got it threaded. Looks like I got a little bit of trash in there I might have to dig out. Alright, that looks better. I took a pick and I cleaned out the shavings that went there. Now it's just a matter of threading on my barb. So we'll do that now. Okay, I got to turn it on. I like to leave the hose bar facing down. So I'm going to stop it right. Right there. Alright, now just a simple matter of connecting our hoses. Okay, I just found the right type bolt to mount my fuel pump. Alright, so the air pulse coming from the barb goes right here. The input from the fuel connector goes on this input, and the output to the carburetor goes right there. So I'm gonna hose that up for you and show you what it looks like. Alright, I got all the fuel lines connected. Here's the external fuel pump, mounted with a screw right here at this spot. Remember, this outlet here is for the air pulse coming from the barb right here. This outlet on the pump goes to the fuel connector, and this outlet on this side goes to the carburetor. Okay, now let's put her in a barrel here, fire her up, and make sure she runs for 4 or 5 minutes to make sure the fuel pump is working. Here we go with that. Right, I got her mounted in the barrel here. Got some water in the barrel. Let's give her a start and see if she'll run. She'll run for 5 minutes. I got my stopwatch ready to go here. I've been running there for over 10 minutes, about 12 minutes actually. She runs fine. Stopped her, started her a few times. Never ran out of fuel. So the fuel pump conversion works. That's how you do a fuel pump conversion on a 1972 9.5 horsepower with Johnson. See you on the next video.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.